Welcome to the 9th race of the Versus in Color Racing. Today we are at Martinsville, the short track. It'll be less chaotic than Bristol, don't worry. I like chaotic to say Bristol, that wasn't that chaotic. Nobody's gonna slam into the walls, it can be lapped though. Magenta goes into get the point lead with 4 points over Lime. So I just use my phone to look at statistics while I'm in the race. Actually gets accurate instead of saying blue is the championship. Kids winning the championship when they're like really 40 points below the lead. Starting lineup, we got purple Magenta in row 1, light gray and navy, black and lime, dark gray and green in row 4, row 5 is yellow and light pink, row 6 is brown and red, row 7 is flame and tan, row 8 would be orange and blue, row 9 is cyan and white, row 10 is maroon and light blue. So far, Magenta, starting second, having a good advantage of them as they are 4 points over Lime, who is starting 6th. Third place overall in points is Brown, who is starting way back here. Don't need to play catch up. And of course, behind them is Yellow. Once you get past the top 7 in points, is a big gap. So your top 7 currently are Magenta, Lime, Brown, Yellow, Tan, Purple, and White. It's like 14 points between them. That's a decent amount of chance to win the championship. While technically, Navy, who's in 8th and below, can become champions. It's gonna be a lot harder for them compared to other drivers, as they're Navy for themselves are over like 20 points below. And some lower cars can't make the championship anymore. The maximum you can gain on the leader is 25 points. They finished last, and you win the race and lead the most laps. Alright, so you're starting off now, looks at the pace car. Lime goes backwards, jeez. That's an issue for Lime already. They go backwards, that's gonna block half the field here. Does Lime have an issue with their car? Only like a few cars managed to fire off. Yes! Lime indeed has issues with the race even starts, and it's gonna be just 6 cars that are gonna beat up Chance, really. It's gonna be chaotic in the back. As Purple leads them into turn 1. This race is already so scuffed. Only 15 cars past the finish line. Actually, they're all past there now. They bat off the lead here. Magenta in a great place. With Purple only 10 points behind Magenta. They can get a decent amount here. Magenta does poorly. And they win this race. Purple already guaranteed themselves 3 points. Light gray in second and not really hunt for a championship, and neither will be black. Dark gray and navy also are likely not in the hunt. I believe Lime is out of the race. Their championship chance is going to be a lot harder going to Homestead. They had an issue early there, their car just would not start. Might be some light damage on yellow, I believe, we ran into them, and green. But it's really hard to tell. Will continues to lead over light gray. Only like a 6 car pack here. You can tell that there's 7-second difference between the 2 packs. I might quickly catch up on the back pack. Could leave a lot of lap traffic for these top cars. These back cars are gonna need a caution, or for pits to go really well for them to have a chance. Green and yellow still lead this pack though. Here's Magenta leading this pack of 4 cars. The battle for 3rd place. Magenta at one point won 3 of 5 races. Now they're only at 3 of 8, which is still pretty good, not gonna lie. The only car that win multiple races and they have 3 wins. Of course, that's why I have quite a few struggles recently. But having like 6 top 10s, they have, let's see, 2 DNFs. Any race that they don't top 10 in, they DNF. This is actually the last 2 races I believe they DNF'd. Could be wrong though. Already 5 laps led by Purple here as the light gray is continuing to sneak up on them. Magenta has fallen off a bit. If this hold, purple's gonna get a nice points gain on magenta. In fact, if they hold this, lead every lap, and magenta finishes third, they get 26 points. That'd be about 8 points. They'd be like 2 points behind magenta going to the final race. Unlikely to hold though. Due to pit stops coming later on. Looks like light gold actually closing the gap onto purple. Light gray last time was about a half a second back from purple. They continue to follow them pretty closely. Magenta got themselves a bit separated from the 3 cars behind them. Purple's gonna gain a bit that lap, I believe. Yeah, they gained a tiny bit. Not too much though. Let's check out on the top 7 cars in the championship and see how they're doing. Of course, first off, Lime is DNF'd. I believe you can't find anyone on the track. Magenta running third years. Like we almost got to the inside of purple. Magenta's already in third. And here goes light gray again. Get into the back of purple. Will I get in this straight away? Not quite. White's way back here, falling way back there. Gonna lose their chance to championship, really. Hands back here too, along with yellow and is brown, and then there's yellow running in the front of this backpack. Purple still continues to lead. Light gray, they had a not a good lap for light gray there. I believe at lap 20 something they need to pitch. AI sometimes isn't smart and just won't pit, I believe. I think that's what happened in a test race. Someone didn't pit and that brought out a caution. Guy didn't pit with the last leader. As you can see, blue now inside of purple. You're 21 seconds back. Only catching them. Purple, after this race, could be the leader in most laps led, as they are only about 9 back of Lime. They have 10. So if no one else manages to get more laps led than them, really, they kick on the leader in most laps led, as they are currently at 25. The most is 34 by Lime in the entire season. Purple, if this holds, could also the second winner to lead every lap if possible. Unlikely, as there will be pit stops. Actually, I don't think someone actually led every lap to win, did they? No, Michigan happened. Oh yeah. In my second car, I mean, do it 2 times. They were actually the car at Michigan who led every lap of that race. And went on to win the race. They led every lap. Purple losing on the blue now, they're almost 24 seconds back now. And Lime is still not on the track. And I can tell. Let's see if anyone of these championship hunters has gone up any bit. Yellow and green now battle it out for the part of the second pack, as they actually started to catch. It looks like they're catching up to the back 3 of that first group that started out. Meanwhile, purple is just cruising around the track. But eventually they'll catch up these lap cars, and that could give light gray a huge advantage, as light gray seems to be about as fast as purple. So it'll really come down to who can get the lap traffic better, and who can time the cautions better. If there are cautions, yes. And who can get better pitting, of course, as well. They're awfully close to blue now. Purple is about almost a second lead over light gray now, as they slowly catch up to blue. Purple not to the back of blue. Definitely not gonna get in this straight away for sure. Blue is defending quite well here. Purple goes to the inside of them. They're gonna probably get behind this corner. But look who followed them, light gray. Light gray goes to the outside of purple, trying to see if they can shove blue around. Are they gonna get in the back of blue here? They do a bit, but it doesn't look like they're gonna spin them or anything. Light gray's gonna push blue down the straightaway. Will they dive to the inside? They do. Now 16 left led by purple, as light gray's not to the back of them. Putting pressure. I don't know. Light gray's gonna try the... Almost like they go towards the outside purple, but they end up not doing that. Magenta's doing what they need to do and having a solid day here. They'd likely get to race purple for the championship in the next at Homestead. Purple manages to continue to lead over light gray here. As they now close up on the white cars, purple looks like they're going to try to dive down in this straightaway, and that's actually going to work here, as light gray, because light is quite slow here. If light gray can get stuck behind white a bit, that'd be a huge opportunity for purple. 18 laps led by purple. 7 more and they can clinch the most laps led. It'll be huge for them, as that'll be 3 extra bonus points. But they can try to catch up to magenta in the points. Light gray also gets around white there. It's a bit harder to tell who's in what position. You know the numbers, you can easily tell it. This one's 6 only 7, we're 8 seconds back. 6 there. Be the original cars. Light gray once again gets to the back of purple. Not quite close enough now. I wonder if someone's pitting a notch. There's 3rd place magenta. 4th place is now black with 5th navy. 6th is dark gray. 7th and 8th are just trying to get up there as they get the champ. 7th and 8th, and 7th, yellow. Someone who's in the championship hunt. They're trying to get up there as they're the 3rd best runner, as most of the championship hunters have not been having a great day. Include magenta, who's in 3rd. Lime was out of the race already. Brown, who's somewhere far in the back, along with tan, and tan's actually, you can see him up ahead there. Brown's a bit better overall than tan. Purple's in the lead. Yellow, who's trying to catch up to the who's in the top 10. As not tan. Light gray gets the back purple again. Will they get him this lap? Light gray out to the inside down the straightaway. But they won't be able to. Now the other hunters and in white, who is also far back in the pack, I believe. Representing to the inside of light blue here, the lap car. Light gray's gotta go to the outside of purple. The corner, so they can push light blue around though. Go very slow for them to have a chance. They get to their outside of purple. But light blue is there to block, they couldn't get it 3 wide. They almost got the lead. Light gray might take the lead here briefly, as definitely not as great corner the last one for light blue here. Science looks a bit slow almost. Light gray is still gonna fall behind light blue. And now they're gonna go up to purple. Almost got to the inside of them, it looked like. Not quite. As light gray, they're to the inside of purple, but are they gonna be able to lunge in there enough to be able to get around them? Not quite. Lap 25 now. I believe they have to pit, but I could be wrong. But at some point in the race, they're not to pit yet. Light gray now. Kinda falling off a bit there for that lap. There's a lot of cars ahead of purple. And what's huge for purple is they just clinched at least the tie for the most laps led after that lap. So they'll gain 6 extra bonus points from leading a lap and leading the most laps. Just gives 3 each. Purple is a mess in front of them now, with maroon to their outside, cyan in front of them, and just in front of cyan is gonna be tan. And they managed to somehow get the inside of cyan, like. There'll still be tan ahead of them. They're kind of blocking off, like right here, who's falling off a bit. Pick up on magenta. Magenta? I believe that is for position right there, as black's trying to get around them. The black's 101, which is 107. Magenta looks like they just got stalled out by this lapped car. Me behind them, and then dark gray. Look how close yellow is to getting up to the next group of cars. Their car looks fast. They've been hovering around 10 seconds the entire time. They could have a chance at getting in front of some of the other cars that are a bit slower than them. Green behind them, light pink following them. Oh, they have flame and brown, red and orange. There's tan, and then there's purple, who is just continuing to dominate this race. But light gray isn't so far behind them. Just one mistake, and light gray can take the lead. What yellow needs right now most is going to be a caution, as they seem to have the best cars in the field. I wouldn't say winning car. Maybe like a second or third place car. It seems like light gray seems a bit slower than purple. And yellow might be a bit slower than purple as well. They could easily get to that top 3, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't for lime having an issue and blocking the entire field. That's the first 6 cars. And here comes tan to the inside of purple. Not tan, light gray to the inside of purple. Can they get him this lap? So far, purple has led all 29 laps, and no! They're behind tan, the slow car. Purple be able to clear tan though. And so close for light grays. They went to the inside, but they were blocked by tan there. Couldn't make it work. They are 108. That was the closest light gray has ever been, and then now, of course, they be behind. Light gray's now stuck behind tan here. Looks like cars are missing 2 wide ahead of them. And purple, which is dominating this race. It looks like magenta's managed to pull away from black here a bit. Indeed they have. Yellow seems to have started to fall off the pace there. It's maybe give me a bit of a shove to white. Actually, no, yellow's a bit slower. They're 12 seconds back. They're about 1 second behind dark gray now. Looking to take over 7th. Light gray has gotten stuck behind tan now. Purple now behind red. Needing to look for a way out. Yeah. They've extended the lead to just over 2.5 seconds. Light gray's gonna finally get around tan here. Damage has been done already. Light gray almost seems to be struggling here. As actually they're not gonna be able to clear tan. Tan's gonna be able to get back around them. Just light gray is suddenly just not very fast anymore. I hit the wrong buttons. But now purple is not be able to get around red. These cars wore out? Or what here? Let's see. 2 leaders who've been dominating all day are struggling to get around cars. Purple finally dives onto the inside of red here. Purple might have this thing won at this point, as light gray just can't get around tan here. I don't think anyone else is like catching them. .109 yellow is catching up to 112, who is for 6th place. That'd be huge for them. Light gray finally gets to the inside of tan again. Tan goes wide there, and they'll finally get around them. But purple at this point has passed 2 more cars, and they have a clean racetrack ahead of them. But light gray need to be fast here to have a chance. 35 laps led. Purple as red goes to pitting. We're gonna see some pit stops here soon. Red does not have a chance really at the race win. Not really much of a reason to look at them. 109 continues to be in 7th place. The all yellow. It's light gray now, catching up as they might be pitting soon, unless it's just a red thing. You never know with red. What that means, but Looks like red's the only card I've come in so far. It's brown now. Currently in 11th place. Might be going a lap down soon. Red's not gonna come out of the pits. Let's see if they had an issue or anything. They're gonna actually go out in front of purple. No. That'd be big for purple, as now there's gonna be one car between them and light gray. Will anybody else need a pit or just red? Find out soon. It is now. Blue 19 places 110. Someone else going to the pits. This field is just a mess from all the things. Yellow has gotten around dark gray, nothing for a position on navy. Black has gotten back to magenta. And light gray's in the pits. If yellow comes out now, they're supposed to screw them out. Over, not out. Question is, will everybody else need a pit or what here? Rail seems to continue running on the track. Other cars actually coming down pit road right now. Body purple. Like so did green. You see that 42, we'll have a new leader. Magenta's in the pits now also. Light gray gonna come around it. There's light gray way back there. But they're gonna have momentum here on their side. 42 is led by 117. Figure who that is real quick. Navy. Will lead to one lap of the race. As they come into the pits now. The pitting cycle is on. And there's the difference between purple and light gray. Got quite a bit of sense of a lead here. Purple had a fantastic stop here and actually got in a lot of time over every other car, looks like. Looks Navy actually led 2 laps there. From what I can tell. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Won't matter much if Navy leads 1 or 2 laps besides the total lap count. Doesn't matter that much. The stat. Of course it matters. There we go. 108 is back to the lead now. Purple. With just like 7 laps to go. The 2.7-second lead over light gray. I'm pretty sure they have this in the bag. Back to third. Black managed to get around magenta for third, which is huge. And yellow is now threatening to take the next spot. I saw a car spin, but they did not. This is the battle to watch here. Can yellow get around magenta here? Huge as purple. I believe this happens. Purple and magenta will be tied for the points lead. Given that purple, of course, wins the race. Yellow managed to take a race that looked like they were screwed over after lime followed the back half of the pack and put up into a currently 5th place run. Looking to make it a 4th place run. 3.8 seconds now. Purple's the lead over light gray. Black struggling to get around those cars. If they can catch up, yellow will be able to get points if you'll get top 3. But first off, they're gonna have to get around Magenta here. They could change this pack of cars real fast here. Includes black, which is for position. That black car there represents 3rd place, 4th place is Magenta, and 5th place is yellow. What is going to happen here? 4.5-second lead by purple over light gray now. Light gray is likely stuck to find some lapped cars. Magenta now gets the back of black. They are single file here. Black can get to the inside of cyan. Can yellow get to the inside of magenta? Magenta's to the outside a bit here. Yellow's gonna go below them. Can they get to the inside of them? But black's still a bit ahead of them here. I don't think it's gonna be enough. At least for now. Black and magenta are now running side by side, but magenta's on the outside having a severe disadvantage. And yellow can't figure out a way around either one of them. Magenta pushes ahead of black here. The issue for black here is that cyan's blocking them into the corners. Do they come around to set the last turn? One more set of corners here for these cars. I believe. Be wrong. Yeah, final set of corners. Black to the inside. Yellow's gonna try to fall through, and yellow not gonna get the spot. Magenta's gonna come home 4th. Black at the top 3, and yellow's gonna get top 5. And which that one corner later, yellow gets finally to the inside of magenta. Wow. Could have been hard slowing down as well, but that was, they probably were mostly full speed there, so just one corner later. One more lap, yellow probably would have gotten magenta. But who's came home in this race with leading 48 of 50 laps and coming out race winner. The second most dominant the car has been in a race. Only after, of course, purple. Who led all, let's see, what is it? All 20 laps of the Michigan race. And they're now completing 48 of 50 laps. Only not leading laps due to the pit cycle. All the final positions are on your screen. As you can tell, Lime has DNF'd. Oh, you have 1 point below. As well as purple, magenta, yellow. All getting top 5s. Brown picking out top 10. There's also a chance they're going to fall back a bit here. But this is bad for tan and white and lime, of course. Who all had terrible finishes today. Hope you enjoyed today's race. See you next week at Homestead for the finale.